volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing customers, and they have limited spots available. They trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give Tailored Landscapes a call at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of their designers and stop by the Tailored Life store in Bennett.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox, KFXL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly to mostly sunny skies with light winds. Reaction high around 59. Tonight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise mainly cloudy, low around 42. And tomorrow, we'll see a chance of showers throughout the day, reacting high near 55. Meteorologist Kyle Button from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com. Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Imagine a healthier, more active, physically fit version of yourself. If you've been putting off getting into shape, now is the time with the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-Week Challenge. Our program combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to help you achieve your fitness goals. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off your enrollment. The next 10-week challenge begins on April 12th. You can get all the info at fxblincoln.com. Don't wait any longer. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Welcome in to We Talk Facts with 9-year NBA veteran and Nebraska basketball Hall of Famer Erick Strickland and 2-time Nebraska football national champion Clester Johnson. Talking and taking names in sports and day-to-day living. Sit back, relax, and join the show with 9-year NBA vet and Nebraska basketball Hall of Famer Erick Strickland and 2-time Nebraska football national champion Clester Johnson.
I hears nothing. I don't listen to Clester Johnson. He's just in here talking a bunch of no facts when this is WTF. We talk facts. You know how it is.
Somebody don't want to hear the truth, and that's TRUF, truth. It's all good.
Hey, right now, Harrison, I'm Tom Cruise on
and I'm Maverick.
And it's I can't remember the movie, but he said, "You can't handle the truth."
A few good men.
Yeah, that part. He can't do that.
I'm Denzel.
King
Kong. I ain't gonna do that.
All I'm gonna say is this: welcome to WTF. We Talk Facts. He's Strick Clester Johnson as well as Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We're here for another Thirsty Thursday segment of WTF We Talk Facts. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Thanks for chiming. Thank you for the consistency of listening to our faithful listeners of WTF We Talk Facts. We appreciate you guys for your continued support here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. You know, we still thinking about it because what you don't hear on air, WTF After Dark has got to happen.
Gee, man, listen.
It's got to happen.
You might have to put a label on that.
Man,
we may have to put a sticker. You know how?
What are those things where they have the warning, warning labels like
parental?
Parental advice.
That might be too turned.
Yeah,
as some young people would say today, too turned up, right? We don't want to do too much, Eric.
Yeah, it would be quite a lot. We had last week Clester Johnson Jr. join us on WTF We Talk Facts. It is a family affair here, and we welcome you again. Harrison, how are you today, man?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
It's Thursday. I'm not here tomorrow.
Can you believe Clester made it down today?
I was a little bit surprised.
Was he? My man. Thank you, my boy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I thought you and I was here.
I did too, but your standards, they've been slipping.
Listen, all my Justin Timberlake jokes and all that had stopped and calmed down. I thought we reached a new height with each other, but he on my back.
Then why you looking slim and trim, bro, like Shaft?
And another thing, this man did.
Yeah, I did do him dirty right at the beginning.
Eric,
what did he
do?
do?
Dirty.
What did he
told me I've been on Ozempic.
Dang,
that's messed up.
Harrison.
Like I can't do it the old-fashioned way.
Right.
Like I couldn't be disciplined.
Right? Oh, Ozempic.
That's a negative. But I am down a cool crisp 20.
You are, man. You look good, bro.
I am. Listen, if I pull up my shirt right now, I ain't gonna. I won't.
Yeah, that's WTF After Dark, man. We're gonna move on.
Dark right
a lot of stuff to talk about today, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about the draft that is coming up really soon. NFL draft, that is. There are some, pretty much some stable players in the draft that you can pretty much rely on. Like Carter. From you can kind of rely on him.
Abdul Carter, yeah.
Abdul Carter. I think you can rely on Cam. Not Rising.
Ward.
I think you can kind of rely.
Listen, you bringing up a very controversial topic.
Break it down.
And that's why we wanted to kind of talk about this, specifically about the draft. It's every year there's this overinflation of quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
And if we go back and look at drafts, how many have really kind of panned out and been worth their pick and
Lamar Jackson
career? But it's still been very few. Like we remember the Lamar Jacksons, we remember the Buffalo Bills. Why can't I even think of his name? Josh Allen. We remember Patrick Mahomes. Was Patrick even a first?
No, he was late.
He wasn't even in there.
Even a first rounder.
Second rounder, I think, wasn't he?
Cam Newton. Would you say he's in that mix? Nah, he got you there. He got you there.
He won an MVP.
He got you there.
He went to, but his career just kind of tailed off,
especially as of late. Like Kenny Pickett and all those
it fell off big time.
I mean, come on, man. Like Mason, what's his name? Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, Sam Darnold had an interesting career. He fell off and then came back.
Yeah,
big time. And then we'll see what this year does if he can maintain.
You know, your boy Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, man. But you know what? But you know what? They didn't come in with the same kind of pressure either.
No.
Well, Justin Fields, if you want to go with one of my actual boys back in the day.
But Jalen Hurts,
he's
panned out. Actually,
he's exceeded expectations.
He has exceeded expectations.
Because I think what he went through in college, losing his job at Alabama, almost winning the Heisman at Oklahoma. I just think that Jalen is one of those guys who he's humble in his approach. And he just I feel like he puts his head down and he does the work.
You got a couple players I'm going to throw at you for both of you. I just want to throw these out since we're talking quarterbacks, and we're going to get into the real topic in a second. Who has, now we're talking some years of separation.
Okay.
Who has longer term upside, Kyler Murray or Jaden Daniels?
That's a big gap. That's a pretty big. I mean, Kyler, what is his 4th, 5th year?
Yeah. So you got to see him.
I'm going to tell you
because Jaden Daniels had a great start, but is it sustainable?
That's to me, Eric. That is a really tough comparison.
Yeah.
But if I had to, like, if you're going,
that's a tough. I feel what you say.
If you say, Clester, you got to make a pick. I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels. You know why?
Okay. Pause. Stop. Get Kyler out. Boop. He gets the boot.
Mm-hmm.
AR-15 or Jaden Daniels?
AR-15.
Anthony Richardson.
Really?
Yeah. What are these names you're throwing out here?
Really?
Thirsty Thursday. Kevin Myers, Cork and Bottle has been in here.
Daniels. Everyone in the right mind picking Daniels.
I'm going to tell you why he's changing the game. It's the technology that he's used.
Yeah.
And he seemed to be really focused.
Except when Juju came around. How do you handle that? If you now tell the truth. The boy's mom.
I lost my train of thought.
I think the boy's mom.
He just went left.
I think the boy's mom. The boy's mom, Johnson's boys.
Okay.
I think she would maybe pull that off.
She would do the same thing, you say?
No.
No. If anybody would do something, it'd probably be me.
Bo, you going to sit down in between Juju and the boys? If Juju tried to get her spit. Oh.
I mean, listen, I would just like to have a good conversation about what your goals and aspirations are. Let's just make sure you have your priorities. You know what I'm talking about? Like
trying to watch a game, though.
Like
You're
this
breaking
gentleman
down
right
with
here.
that? Like, that's crazy.
This gentleman right here, right?
Young,
mature, seems to have his priorities in place. I just need to make sure that these young fellas don't get blinded, right? What did
by science?
What did BBD say? Can't trust a what?
Oh, big.
Can we say that?
Big donkey and a smile. I had to change the word. I didn't say it. You didn't have to dump it.
I didn't dump it.
We don't want to be
you can say
disrespectful to the young ladies out there.
Yeah.
But I think he knows. I think we all know what a donkey is. I know that. But anyway.
Well, basically, she blinded you with science.
Yes, and they have the ability to do that because that's what the good Lord. That's what nature created for. And we don't want to get into
She's 6'2". Think about the pedigree,
listen,
class.
we don't want to get into a political.
I'm thinking about the pedigree.
Or a.
How tall is Jaden?
He probably about 6'4".
He's probably
6'4".
Yeah, he's got. I mean,
she's 6'2". You got listen. Let me tell you something, my boy. What's my guy's name that played? Oh shoot, he played for Philly. He was the center for Philly.
Can you see why he loses focus?
He was a center for Philly.
Extreme highs.
Gosh darn it. He was a center when Allen Iverson was there. Gosh darn it.
Oh, you were thinking way back in the day.
Eric Dampier.
No. For Philly. He was real slim, long block shots.
Manu Ball.
No, man. Goofy. Anyway, he married his wife was 6'3".
McDice.
No, that's
Antonio.
Denver.
Oh, all right.
Look back. Look that up. Bring it to me because I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oliver Miller. Listen,
R.I.P. R.I.P. to
I'm just
Big
trying
O.
to come
R.I.P. to
up
Big
with-
O. I played with Big O. I love Big O.
I'm trying to come up with some names.
I can't remember him, man, but I think he played in Atlanta too. Oh gosh, my name just.
And he played for Philly.
He's 6'11".
Oh, Mutombo?
No,
He was on that roster.
no.
Surprisingly enough.
I said Mutombo.
He's 6'11".
Yeah.
I want to say he played with Elton Brand. Oh gosh. Anyway, his wife is 6'2". Their daughters. Their kids.
What?
Matt Geiger? How do you say his last name?
That's a white guy.
6'11".
Oh no, he's
Talking
a
about a
brother.
brother.
Todd?
Uh-uh.
We're running out of centers here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Muhammad?
But-
Last one. Okay, we're giving up on that.
Let's transition. Let's transition because I know where you're
Man.
going. You're trying to talk about mating, right?
Man.
And how these children can turn out if you get with the right one. I understand that. I want to talk to you about
What you want to talk to Stricky about?
Shador.
Shador Sanders?
Cam Ward, Shador. Okay.
Is there a quarterback draft?
I really want to focus on Shador. Okay. Would you, if you were a GM, would you draft Shador and why? Why and why not?
I would say, based on the need, it's very risky. The reason why I say it's risky is, can you count on Shador to be a leader when there have been times when he's called out linemen and team players? Like, it's risky. Oh, are you going to get the best version of him? I think so. I think he's built with the pedigree of work. He's put in the work. I've seen the workouts with him and not Cam Ward, and I know he's willing to work, but it's risky because of team dynamic. That's what scares me a little bit about drafting him that high, because there's a worry. But as far as studying, as far as doing all of that and being prepared, I think he's fine.
I think the word that you're looking for is uncertainty.
Yeah.
And if you're a GM and you're going in with a certain amount of uncertainty, the answer is no.
Yeah.
All right. I like personally Cam Ward better. No rookie quarterback is a definite. We don't know how it's going to turn out. Look at Johnny Manziel, right? Look at Tim Tebow. Look. The thing about Shador that bothers me is he has pros and cons, but what bothers me is, are people going to talk to him about football, or are they going to talk to him about his off the field antics, how he responds to people? Because he don't seem to have that corporate talk in him.
No.
Right? He has straight, I'm the man, and I'm the greatest, and you got to be able to pull that off, like Muhammad Ali.
Pause.
And some others can do it.
I got to get it off. Theo Ratliff. Thank you, Sutter Heyman text line. I appreciate y'all always come through when I need it. Theo Ratliff. Okay, go ahead. That's all I need to get off. Go ahead.
When I look at the two quarterbacks that they are projecting as franchise type quarterbacks, Cam Ward seems to be able to get in front of the mic and sound like a professional and sound like he's not allowing the noise to bother him. He seems to be very focused. And also his play on the field was magnificent. I thought they both had good play. But the only thing that bothered me about Shador is, again, the antics, and can he handle people trying to get under his skin? Can he handle the Deion Sanders talk? Because it's gonna come up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got to be able to redirect people. He's got to be able to say, "Listen, I'm here to talk about my team and football." Like, the energy you give off is what's coming back to you, and I just feel like what he's been giving off
Do you view this as a LeBron Bronny type situation where there's going to be that type of look and backlash and comparison and all of that when you're looking at everything as it makes its way in the media landscape?
No, I'm looking at it like Peyton Manning and who's the other quarterback that went out? They was arguing about those two.
Oh, Eli.
From Washington State. Washington State.
Oh, Ryan Leaf.
That's what I'm looking at. I think those two could be that potentially.
Cam and Shador and Leaf. Dang, you're saying one could be a bomb?
I could see Shador in the locker room like, knock it off.
Wow.
Get out of my face. Reporters in his face in the locker room. Hey,
wow.
You're doing the wrist dance. Hey, what happened with that PI you threw? What happened to that interception you threw, right?
Wow.
Hey,
you can kind of see it, though.
Because they going to try to get under his skin.
Here's a fact.
And can he, he hasn't shown the ability,
maturity
to respond in a way where he's not allowing people to bother him. That's what bothers me about Shador. Whereas Cam, when I see him, very professional. You can say something sideways to him, and he's just gonna be like, next question, please.
Old Dad 35 said no because on the Sauter Heyman text line. Hey, also thank you, unnamed texter 8642 for the Theo Ratliff. You guys always come through. Old Dad 34 says no because he's too much of a me player and not a team player. Triple H's dad says he disagree. I don't understand. Break that down in context. Ward have up on team. I don't know what you was trying to say. So those are a couple things. Break that down on what you were trying to say and put it in context, and we'll come back to it. So for me, I like what you're talking about because that's very interesting. He does carry himself in a different manner. So for me, I think location matters. I think he needs to be in a place where the media is pretty cool. I think if he ends up in New York, trouble. Close your mouth and your phone boy.
Here's the pros.
So you don't think what I'm saying? No. Location matters.
I don't think it
matters. I think media is a little bit different because the media is going to be different in this place than it is in that place. Real talk.
It don't in the NFL. Act silly. You gonna make.
So you're talking about top tier news, just all across.
It doesn't matter where you are in the NFL as a quarterback. If you acting silly, he is gonna bring the news. It don't matter where he going. People, there is a Shador watch. Don't matter where he going. He can go to Houston, right?
Yeah.
Who's my man who was getting all of the massages, right?
Oh, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Your boy.
Now, here's the pro. I don't understand why he's my boy. I do love massages, but that ain't my boy. I don't understand why you need 25 different massage people.
Right. Like what? One for the toe, one for the heel, ankle.
Why you can't have one person that you go back to all the time? You gotta have 25 different people. Anyway,
you stupid, bro.
Listen, the pro is this. Shador can use that as fuel for his fire and prove everybody wrong. But to me, it takes it can't be a 1-year deal. It's got to be 2, 3, 4 years. Then you look back and go, he's representing, and now he's about to get a big contract. Same thing. Same thing that happened to Josh Allen.
You're killing me with the tears.
Josh Allen was getting crapped on coming out of Wyoming. People were just Wyoming.
No. Oh, I need to say, I think Herbert's Herbert was on the level. Everybody raised up the bar for him. I think Josh is, for the most part, measured up.
I'm saying no, he is exceeded. I'm saying coming out of Wyoming because I remember because I was watching it because my son was there.
Yeah.
he was getting no love because he was not at a Power 5. He wasn't in a Power 5 conference. They said,
when they drafted him, did he get the boo like the people be doing? Did he get the boo?
I think that he had enough people saying he has a strong arm. He's coachable. He come from humble beginnings because he had no offers coming out of high school. He went to JUCO. And it's something about that player sometimes, that type of player, even Heisman Trophy winner from Oklahoma. Actually, I can't recall names right now. Little shorty. He won the Heisman before.
You talking about Baker Mayfield?
Baker. He walked on to 2, 3, couple of different schools, and he had a chip. He had something to prove. Mm-hmm. And that kind of guy, I like
K. Johnson.
Yeah, K. Johnson.
Who's about to play tomorrow night.
Birmingham Stallions. If
check it out
at home.
Look at that. K. Johnson support.
Cleaning, doing some spring cleaning. Just put the TV on, channel 7. I mean, not channel 7. It comes on at 7, but I'm not sure what channel it is.
Yeah.
ESPN or something.
Whatever. It's not XFL.
True
what is it
TV
called? What is it called? The new league, Harrison, for the football.
Is
it USF? Not USFL. It's a UFL or something. Something.
It'll be on one of them odd channels, PBS or something. I don't know. You'll find it.
Yeah.
So the WB. I think WB.
Yeah, the USFL.
It's the USFL, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna say it seems in mock drafts that he's began to fall, and it's crazy that some people are even projecting potentially late first down to maybe even Cleveland. I don't know.
You don't think the Saints pick that up at 11? He's there.
I think the Saints.
Are.
I think the Saints need it
because that's a city too that you think where Shador's gonna.
I think he would thrive.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I also learned that these GMs do. Some people
put it out.
No, some people talk down on purpose.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They playing cat and mouse games right
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yeah.
Some people may want you to think they're not getting them, but they're going, let them fall to us. Right. Same thing happened to Randy Moss. There's a bunch of different guys in the draft where you can see they fell to a place and then they had a chip on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that'll lead us to our first break. If you have any comments, thoughts, 402-464-5685. We'll come back. We'll talk Final Four. Man, it's a uniqueness in the Final Four. Hadn't happened since 2008. All the top seeds are there. We'll talk about that on the other side of the break. 937 Ticket. We're our WTF.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
I'm Chief Dave Engler. When a fire truck hits a pothole with 12 tons of fast-moving equipment and crew, it's a problem. On your ballot in April is a measure to continue Lincoln's quarter-cent sales tax for street improvements. A vote against eliminates the street funding. A vote for will not raise your taxes and keeps the funding in place. And better roads means faster response times. Learn more at LincolnOnTheMove.com.
We use our Lincoln streets every day, and so do first responders. But visitors and out-of-town commuters also do. A quarter-cent sales tax for streets passed by voters in 2019 makes those commuters pay about $6 million a year to improve streets. On your ballot in April is a measure to continue it. A vote against means no more funds from commuters. A vote for will not raise your taxes, and commuters still pay. Learn more at LincolnOnTheMove.com. Paid for by the City of Lincoln.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. Back to We Talk Facts on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here are your hosts, Strick and Clester.
Yes. We are back. Before we talk about the Final Four that's about to jump off with the four teams that were all the number one seeds coming into the mix of it all, Houston will face off against Duke at 7:49 p.m. on Saturday on CBS at the Alamo Dome. And Florida and Auburn will square off at 5:09 p.m. on CBS as well, also at the Alamo Dome for the Final Four. We'll talk about that in a sec, but I want to quick talk about Cless. 1996, something special happened here for Nebraska basketball. Stricky happened to have an opportunity to go spit in the Hudson. That was just a part of the that was part of the tradition. You go spit in the Hudson River. Got to do that. Nice little tour.
Got a banner up.
Met Holly Berry. Holly Berry. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a
You
song.
speaking a foreign language to this young fellow right here.
Won an MVP. Left out of there, put a national banner, which is still to this day
The only championship.
the only national championship, and we also have the only conference championship through those teams. Nebraska finds themselves in the 2025 college basketball crown tournament in the Final Four, where they're going to face off against Boise State, where they're coming in as the underdog of that game, beating the Hoyas on last night 69-57. And we'll see who comes out of the other side between Cincinnati, UCF, Villanova, as well as USC, who is also in the Big Ten. The unique difference about this tournament is there's some moolah, cashola on the line. The further you get down the line, the more paperwork you get in exchange. That's a unique little concept. It's actually really good.
It's attracting teams, teams that want to go.
Because, Harrison, as I look at the NIT bracket compared to this, NIT looks like a JUCO, a mid-major type tournament now compared to what's going on with the Crown. I still think that more money's needed, but
it's going to grow.
I've looked at them play, and I was wondering, they win this next one, they break 20 games again. I looked at this team play over the last couple nights, and I'm like, where was this team at? And now they're playing some great basketball. They're playing together. You're seeing some new faces like Cale Jacobson getting some good run. Aaron Eulis is doing things that he didn't do. It's a different type of confidence. Bryce Williams is basically making a mark. He might even put himself to be a late first rounder the way he's been playing as of late. Juwan Gary's doing very well. I think he may not get a combine shot, but he'll probably get a Portsmouth. He may get the route that I had to take. But at the same time, they look good.
If I can interject, there was an old song by Joni Mitchell, redone by Janet Jackson, and it says, "You don't know what you got until it's gone." Right? When they were out of the tournament, I mean, they didn't even get to the Big Ten tournament.
No.
Right? Nonetheless, getting to the NCAA tournament.
Multiple chances like the football team did.
So the fact that everything was gone, right? And then they was presented this opportunity, it probably lit a fire.
That's
it
good.
probably lit a fire up under them that says, you know what? We are better than this. We are better than this. We didn't even make the tournament. Let us get in here and show people who we actually are. Now, here's the question. I need to hear from him, you, and I need to hear from you. That being Harrison and Eric. If they win this tournament, do they put a banner up?
No.
Do they put the crown banner up in the Pinnacle Bank?
You get a plaque.
I think
small plaque at most.
I think.
I mean, you can create your own banner and say.
I think they need to do it. I think it's worthy.
Because
it's
crown champions. Look, all the teams in there.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
No, if you think Nebraska's a good team, then yeah, there's some good ones. And there's like
I mean,
Nebraska's
you got
an
Butler.
okay
You got
team.
Butler in there. Boise State should have been in there.
I have an idea. They can get a huge, big old purple crown royal back. Okay. I'll take that back. I'm sorry.
Not the crown royal bag. Wait, what did you use to store in your crown royal bag, my boy? I had all kinds of change in
marbles, man.
Yeah, marbles.
Yeah, marbles in there, man. Coins.
I had coins in my
medals,
Okay.
that meant nothing, But anyway.
Oh, you stupid.
I'm sorry.
So here's
they
the
need
thing.
to hang that banner.
Here's the thing, though, Harrison, and I'm gonna throw this before we go to the Final Four. My thing is, you spoke of Janet Jackson and Joni Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stay with Janet Jackson.
Okay.
There's a lot of what have you done for me lately?
Okay.
And the issue that comes with that is there's a lot of people that remember the run that we had, but they don't remember how sad we were when we was going through.
Let me give you another Janet Jackson. Let's stay a while on this subject. Okay.
Okay.
This is a different time, Eric.
Okay.
Let's stay a while. Right here. Okay.
You a wild boy. Yo.
It's the pleasure principles of it all. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is a new time. This is a new day. You had your boy Danny Nee. You had a good influx of state talent. It just meant something a little bit different. It ain't the same no more. It ain't the same.
Interesting.
I was just trying to make some more Janet Jackson references.
Interesting. Let's shift to the Final Four. Each number ones, they all had, hey, look, Purdue gave a hard run at them at Houston. It wasn't easy, but they persevered.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think as you look at it? We ain't gonna talk about just the fact that it was all ones. Let's get real into the nitty-gritty of it all. What do you think is the catalyst of how we got here? Because
I know where you're going.
It goes beyond all the ones. You've got all pretty much. There were no Cinderellas like there were, because even the 10 seed, who was it?
Arkansas.
Even Arkansas, they spent a lot of cashola.
Yeah, look at their head coach. Obviously, they're paying out money.
I'm not buying that theory right now because it's 1 year.
Okay, so you're a little not enough data.
Not enough data.
Okay.
For if this happens over the next 3, 4, 5 years, then I'm saying
here's how I can make the inference. Right?
Okay.
You have a similar dynamic that you can track and go back through the data by way of the women's game. Here's how. The women's game is not necessarily built on NIL, but it's built on a compression of talent in certain places, certain schools, your Tennessees, your Connecticut's, your
South
Carolinas. It is a congregation of the best that go to these places. And it's very similar that it's not always the best of the best, but it's the best of wherever they've come from, making and migrating their way to certain places because of the moolah. I'm just making an inference. I'm not saying this for sure because I'm right. I have to agree with you. It needs more data.
To me, the women's game, it's about who's the coach, right? Like, look at LSU, Kim Mulkey. Like, there's certain coaches that are in place that are legendary.
Cap.
No, they're legendary. South Carolina's coach is legendary. She was a legend before she got there. Dawn Staley was a legend before she got there.
But what I'm saying
I
agree.
Gino Auriemma was a legend. He's been a legend for a long time.
But if you're not that, you don't get the talent. If you don't have the talent, I don't care what kind of legend you are, you ain't winning.
But with a proven track record,
right?
With a legendary status, with legendary results, that's where the talent is going to me.
Here's how I'm going to throw a wrinkle in the program, and this is the last one before we go to break, and then we'll get on because you know what's going on.
We didn't really talk about the Final Four, but keep going.
No, because I didn't really want to delve in specifically in this instance on the Final Four.
Okay.
I really wanted to get into this part of it.
Okay.
So here's something. The Duke Blue Devils have moolah, which was able to acquire young talent.
They're the strongest team.
Young talent.
Mm-hmm.
What can that, this is the last question, Harrison Clester. What can that do to a coach? See, you went coach to player. I'm going players to coach. Because when you land this type of situation, What can that do for John Shire as a coach? Because he doesn't have the pedigree of an Ariyama or a Mulkey. He ain't been there long. He played there, but he ain't been there long. So what I'm saying is landing that kind of talent that takes you that far. Now you got a coach too now. Takes you that far. If you're able to pull it off, what can that do for you in the opposite manner?
Duke has built up enough cachet about itself that it's going to attract talent. I mean, they went to the Elite Eight last year with Shire, and he seems to have the same kind of pedigree as Coach Shushesky.
He's coached under him, so yeah.
But that being said, I think we need more data. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I think if it happens again next year,
then we're
going to be like Arsenio Hall. Thing that make us go, right?
Yeah.
We may be able to start to point at certain things that are happening. But right now, it hadn't happened since 2008.
Yeah. No doubt. Last thing, you got anything?
I'm with you, Strick. Yeah, I think it's NIL's driving a lot of it. I think you just saw today, I think Tom Izzo, he may be thinking about backing out of coaching from next year.
Bruh.
Because his guys at the portal. They're the 2 seed in the tournament.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
they're thinking about hitting the portal.
You have to redo that. There's no continuity in the coaching.
And that's a great coach right there.
Yeah,
these
players to
teams
trust.
need to be able, like the NFL, they need to be able to match what other schools are offering.
And they can't. And I think that's what pissed Tom Izzo off. And I think that's why he's going to be gone.
But I'm saying they need to be able to do that. The school has to intervene and say, hey, listen, whatever he's being offered, and we can see it in the contract, we'll offer that.
But you're not going to out offer Duke or Houston or Purdue. Like, these are basketball schools. Like, that's the problem. And then NIL is just going to take over. You're not going to.
We don't know.
Well,
we don't know.
I think we got a good idea. We will see like upsets, but I'm in the boat that like it's going to be way less often.
Mark, real quick before we go to break, Mark on the Starter Haven text line said, yes, put up a banner. This is the inaugural year of this tournament. Put up a banner. Everybody says, yep, Shador will fail. John Cortland says, yep. One-Eyed Ray says Shador will fail because of his willingness
Crown Royal bag.
to say, because of his willingness to say we didn't win today because our line sucks. There it is. Thank you guys again. We'll get out of here, go to break, because we're going to come back, and what we're going to talk about, class?
If I could, I would.
There it is. 937 Ticket WTF. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
I'm Chief Dave Engler. When a fire truck hits a pothole with 12 tons of fast-moving equipment and crew, it's a problem. On your ballot in April is a measure to continue Lincoln's quarter-cent sales tax for street improvements. A vote against eliminates the street funding. A vote for will not raise your taxes and keeps the funding in place. And better roads means faster response times. Learn more at LincolnOnTheMove.com.
We use our Lincoln streets every day, and so do first responders. But visitors and out-of-town commuters also do. A quarter-cent sales tax for streets passed by voters in 2019 makes those commuters pay about $6 million a year to improve streets. On your ballot in April is a measure to continue it. A vote against means no more funds from commuters. A vote for will not raise your taxes, and commuters still pay. Learn more at LincolnOnTheMove.com. Paid for by the City of Lincoln.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly to mostly sunny skies with light winds, an action high around 59. Tonight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise mainly cloudy, low around 42. And tomorrow, we'll see a chance of showers throughout the day, an action high near 55. Meteorologist Kyle Luther from 3.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more. Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com. Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing customers, and they have limited spots available. They trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give Tailored Landscapes a call at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of their designers and stop by the Tailored Life store in Bennett.
Back to We Talk Facts on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here are your hosts, Strick and Clester.
And we're back to WTF, Strick and Clester, with our sidekick, Harrison, the guy who runs the boards, making us look good, making us sound good.
Cheekbones, bro. Damn,
we want to thank everybody on all the platforms that are checking us out, having fun. That's all we do in here. We come in here, we have fun. And that, I tell you what, that hour goes by fast, man. If you're watching us on Facebook, if you're watching us on Instagram, if you're watching us on YouTube, if you're watching us on Allo, we appreciate you. Right.
That's a fact.
Appreciate you. But anyway, on to our next topic. One of Erick's favorites.
One of my favorites. I kind of like this.
We haven't done this one for a while.
It's been a minute.
But I got some interesting topics. And Erick, I want to preface by saying this. Let's keep
class. I'm 30 seconds, my boy.
Let's
no story
keep
time.
it to it, so we can get through.
I know where you're going, man.
Let's keep it.
Time.
Let's keep it to 30, 45 seconds.
I got you.
Right?
Got you.
Because I want to hear what Harrison got to say.
Man,
too,
I don't want to
right?
hear
Let's hear
nothing
what Harrison got to say.
All
right. If I could, I would fly wherever I want right now. Where would you pick in the world?
New
you
Zealand.
can pick up and go right now.
New Zealand.
Why? Why New Zealand?
Beautiful, just beautiful mountains, culture, food.
Okay.
New Zealand.
All right.
We'll go Iceland. That sounds nice.
I'm surprised.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Listen, I'm surprised you to say New Zealand, right? Because all day you've been right here with Strickland all day.
All right.
You know what?
All right. Relax,
Ozempic. Because this is Thriller.
No. No, he's
I know what you're doing. But I know what you're doing, but this is Thriller. Man, get to the
He's been holding on, swinging all night long.
That's a bullshit, man.
All right, I'll stop. I better stop. Okay.
Get off that, man.
If I could, if I could, I would go out and buy what right now, if you could? Money's no object. What would you buy, Harrison? What you go to Harrison for? You go out and buy a house.
Yes, please.
An island.
Oh.
Yeah, damn.
An island.
That would have been better.
An island, my boy.
I mean, have you thought about all the upkeep and everything that goes along with it? The infrastructure? Like, there's a lot of things that go into it.
Nice little, solar panels off the grid. You know what I'm saying? No phone, no cell service. I don't even want to be connected until I get on that boat and get back to the show and go do my shopping and do all of that.
That sounds more like Epstein Island, you know?
Hey, man, watch out!
He don't want no connections. What's going on there? All right.
No Lolita.
If I could, I would see who in concert right now. Who would
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Man, I would.
Who would you go see?
The one I really wish I would have seen was Prince.
Oh man,
I really wish I would have seen.
And
he did a residency too. I wish I would have seen Prince.
I got one dead and I got one alive. But go ahead, Harrison. Who would you like to see in concert?
I'm a big music guy. Give me like prime AC/DC back in the day.
Okay,
I think that'd be fun.
Not AC/DC over Metallica.
Yeah, I'd go AC/DC over Metallica. I think.
Okay.
I would love to see Michael Jackson. Is one.
Would you have passed out like the rest?
Michael? No, I wouldn't. And the other one is going to surprise you. Might surprise some people there.
We got one more, Cless.
The Aura.
Oh.
Yeah, I would love to go see the Aura.
I don't care what anybody say. I still listen to the Aura.
Yeah, I still listen to the Aura.
Hey.
We got one more we can do?
Them legs shaking.
All right. This is deep right here.
Last one, my boy.
If I could, I would go back to what age and why?
Wow.
Why?
I
know what Harrison's is like last year, but go ahead.
I would go back. I would go back to my mission days and go to Logan and hang out with my boy Clef.
Oh man. Those are some great times.
I go back. Do it.
Great times. Yeah, I go back to the end of my senior year going into college. There's some things going into college, I would change some things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. Another great episode of WTF We Talk Facts. We love all of you. Tap in. Clester, Estrick 20 is me, Class at Transvant Street. You can find us on X. We love you. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.